Well, I think, especially, I'll say it in twofold. So, it's like, firstly, for the Swarovski wedding event, I think being chosen as the only Chinese designer to premiere with along the like the worldwide 60 designers in Paris at the Musée de la Monnaie, I wanted to do something that would be representative of every it's like Chinese ethnic Chinese bride's wish. In that nowadays we're all very westernized, but then in the core we're extremely traditionally Chinese in a way. And so for this wedding gown, I think it's my representation of what every bride wants to look like. They want it to look radiant, they want it to look couture, they want to look special. So on the outside, I've just decided to use it's like a traditional Western silhouette with long train. It's like full skirt, small waist, and then we've added some Chinese elements to it. And then I've taken Chinese auspicious symbols like peony flowers, and then we've put it on the outside. But the meat of the dress is actually in the lining, where they'll be like the heart of every Chinese girl, the Chinese bride, in that they want to have it's like lots of kids. They want to have a happy marriage, lots of it's like very prosperous, very how would you say it? 富贵荣华, living happily ever after. Yeah. So this is my representation or my interpretation of a typical Chinese bride, and then I've added a little bit of fun to it by adding a fenggun, and so it's a little bit tongue in cheek. It's I tend not to take things a bit too literally, and so I like a little bit of humor in my work, and so different nuances, different layers. So this is what designed for Swarovski crystallized. So it's like the best of everything, the Western silhouette and also the Chinese heritage that we have. But for my ideal partner, oh my goodness, that's going to be difficult. So it has been, I don't know, I definitely think I need someone who shares the same sensibility that loves the finer things in life, in that they don't have to like always eat like abalone and shark's fin, but what they need to do is that they need to appreciate it's like the finer nuances of life. So let's say like going out for dinner or something, like we can just be having gaozi, but then we have to have a little bit. I mean, it has to be something. There has to be something special, Maybe like I'll bring a bottle of champagne or something, and we'll be sitting in a Dai Pai Dong, something that makes it more memorable. So I like things like that. Otherwise, then sometimes X. Okay, sorry, but then she would just like. Usually guys send flowers, but then it's like for it wasn't even Valentine's Day. It was just like it was a Monday, and then I texted and said I'm having such a really terrible day, and all of a sudden there's like 100 roses to my office, and it says your secret admirer. It's like I'm like, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, but then it wasn't a secret. It was her. So yeah, so stuff like that. I think it's interesting. Yeah, and little touches, and so I think the perfect wedding would be something that it doesn't have to be a big wedding, but it has to be something that the both of us really like and want. And so I think and nowadays you can do like destination weddings. That's fabulous. A lot of my clients that I've done, they've had their weddings held at sunset in Ibiza, it's like Zanzibar, which is like totally like paradise on earth. It's in Africa. It's fabulous. And then otherwise, then we've had lots of weddings in Bali, lots of weddings in Phuket, and we've actually had a wedding in what's it called? It's they had it up on Jungfrau Joch in Switzerland, and so they were all in sort of like Montclair Parkers and stuff, and then the bride had a wedding gown, but then she also had on snow boots and stuff, So it was interesting, because it was they're very sporty, so they did a little ski wedding. So that's interesting.